Sandals and shorts, and surf, and scuba, and sand, and sailing, and soccer. San Diego, California.
Season's greetings and welcome to Two Balls and a Mic, episode 280. That is right, 280 weeks in a row consecutively from this garage.
90.
Melting my brain. Abe, it's
taking 10 episodes away, dude.
Would never do that. We are here on a Monday. A lot of soccer in San Diego in a positive sense because San Diego has defeated the Bay Area in general. The Bay Area has lost to San Diego. San Diego Wave win 2-1. And the same score over by San Diego FC against San Jose. We're going to go San Diego FC and then San Diego Wave because we have some very special guests to start the episode with. The Chromaniacs are going to be joining us here in a few. And we'll talk goals, gaps, and greats towards the end. Thank you for everybody who's been joining and sintonizando aquí en las plataformas de SanDiego.Futbol. We should bring back a Spanish episode.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We should.
We're going to go ahead and get into it. It's a hot one. Abe, the temperatures will be rising here as they will in Singing Hills because that's what the players are learning. Like San Jose was not comfortable for them out there. But boys, before we start, I do have a special correspondent. You guys didn't know this. Over in the Bay Area. We're going to go over with our on-site reporter, Earl Stevens, who had a couple questions and some answers with him. Earl, he was out there. Did Bay FC win this last weekend?
Yep.
Oh, I don't think so. I think it was Wave, right?
Nope.
All right. San Diego FC is clearly the winning topic here. The bid didn't work, but you know what is going to work?
I did not know it. What were you trying
Earl
to do?
Stevens,
You played it wrong.
I played it wrong because it was muted.
Nope.
Anyway, we're going to welcome to SanDiego.Futbol and Two Balls and a Mic. A couple of friends, some pals from Thursdays. You know them. And honestly, it's the hottest thing in San Diego FC as well. The best San Diego FC specific podcast here on this very platform, SanDiego.Futbol, the Chromaniacs. Please welcome Alex and the Chromaniac. We couldn't get Craig on today.
Bummer.
But we have the Chromaniac live and in the flesh in a virtual setting. Gentlemen, how are you?
It's outstanding to be here, gentlemen. Craig sends his regards. Some family stuff. Something about a kid in high school. Something. But unfortunately, my silver suit is still at the cleaners, but I'm here with you and very happy to be here with you to talk about the team that's the best in all of MLS, thanks to goal differential, are Chromatos, San Diego FC.
Oh, man, and it's great to be here. Thank you, Tony, Chiva, Abe, everybody that's watching live. Yeah, we are the Chromaniacs here. And, man, it was a great one, and I got to be a part of it. I got to be at the match, and, man, what a win yesterday afternoon. And, man, yeah, there's plenty to talk about with this team, and it's great that we have a first-place team of all of MLS here. So, man, it's an exciting time here in San Diego.
Well, I love the fact that we have a space to get into it in soccer in this sort of setting. So thank you guys again for making it here. San Diego FC has really done the improbable, the impractical almost, what Tyler Heaps and Mikey Vadas have done with this team. What did you guys think? And I'll just kind of leave this, and this will be kind of the points of Launchpad here. We'll go through the highlights as well, but just kind of overall thoughts here, where you stand a couple days away from the end of the transfer window for MLS. Not a lot of big names making it to San Diego FC. The roster construction has been, what it has been. The GAM-TAM, we've learned about it. We've learned too much and not enough at the same time. San Diego FC, where do you think, and what are your thoughts? I think we'll start with the Chromaniac, and then we'll bring it here. What do you got thoughts on San Diego as in general leading up to here?
The most spectacular expansion season in the history of MLS. I mean, they're what? Alex knows the exact numbers, but I think they're 1 win away from the record for the most wins by an expansion team. There's maybe like 5 points to the all-time. Yep, 5 points to the all-time expansion team points record. Both of those are obviously, more than attainable. They could be attained and then destroyed and set to much greater heights. This team picked exactly right on their DPs. They have Anders Dreyer playing at an MLS MVP level. You have Chuky Lozano contributing maybe at a goals or contributions per minute level equal to Dreyer. He just hasn't had the time on the pitch that Anders Dreyer has had. And you've seen so many young players come through, contribute, grow along the way. This has been a magical season. And for them to win 6 in a row away is just crazy. What a boon to watch parties up and down the county, that the beers have been flowing and then thrown up and they get to pour some new ones after so many goals being scored away from Snapdragon Stadium, guys.
Oh man. And just to add to all that, like the style of play is just so exciting. We're not trying to be St. Louis City that wants to be defensive. This is front-footed. We're going all out. We're trying to score each game type of team. And man, it's so exciting to be a part of this. And we have 2 exciting designated players centrally in the midfield, Jeppe Verskov, and he's played such a key role in all of this, in the ball movement, tracking back, playing a great central defensive midfielder. And man, yeah, we have like all the pieces to be everything we want to be in this league, to be an MLS Cup champion. That's coming up. That could be the next thing that San Diego will see, that we're going to be in the playoffs and potentially playing for that championship.
Yeah, that is all correct. I also want to add some things, right? Let's not forget, like up until this point, San Diego FC shutting mouths. They are legit shutting experts' mouths, and that's something that maybe none of us would have guessed at the beginning of the season or when they were building this roster. They're also proving that playing with youngsters, with some experienced players, can work, especially in that style. That is something that teams and managers and coaches are always so scared. They always have more veteran players, a little bit more experience, and then they throw in a couple youngsters there. San Diego FC is starting a 24-year-old keeper, a backline that's averaging the age of 20 years old. And then up in front, they have some younger players and then still some more seasonal and veteran players. So I think their style, the way they're doing things, is just shutting everyone up.
You need modern players to play a modern style. Yeah. Like that's what it is, Abe.
Yeah, there's so many different times season where I've seen a player get an injury or certain lineup choices where it's like, okay, this is probably going to be the game where they take a break. The style probably won't work out as well. I think we saw that probably in the first half, but it doesn't matter. They just keep rolling and believing in themselves and what Mikey Vadas has been telling them all season. And I've been really, really impressed by this because so many other teams would have faltered under these injuries. Like, you're not starting Luca de la Torre. You have
such a young backline. No Chuky Lozano. You think this team, it's like, okay, here's a game you probably take a little bit of a step off. They keep fighting for that win. It's crazy and it's really impressive.
Really quick, I do see a comment. How did nobody ask about Aiden Harangi in the post-game press conference? Well, order of operations, I got to ask first, like, hey, how was the game, Mikey? How was this? And then, over Zoom, you kind of get cut off at one.
That happened to me.
Chiva, you were lining up for the question, but
Yeah.
it kind of got
It's all
nixed.
good.
But we'll find out here on Thursday for this. Greg, excuse me. The Chromaniac
Chromaniac.
is the part of
Who's
is like
Greg?
the Chromaniac?
Like, is the
it's
first name.
like it's the Chromaniac, right? Like it's
Yes.
like Mr. The
As you know, Tony,
Mr. The
you're one of the
yes.
few I shared with you. When I was a child, I was bitten by a chrome spider.
Hmm.
Yeah. That wow.
As it, yeah, no, it
That happens.
It happens. Yeah, I hate it when that happens, right?
I love
Yeah.
it. I loved it. Here I am today. I do have a movable
Right.
scalp, but that's just part of the side effect.
And let's talk about the main effects of this lineup here. San Diego FC. This is the lineup that they have now, going into this game against San Jose. Match day. I said, yeah. What is it, Alex? Match day 20.
Yeah, 20.
That was 29.
29. It's almost the end of the
Yeah.
season.
Jeez.
It's almost the end of the season. And looking at this lineup,
Can we just say it threw everyone off that Chuky was listed as questionable? I
Yes.
was there at training on Thursday and he was there, like he participated.
yeah,
So my worry was like, wow, did something happen at training Friday, Saturday
Mhm.
morning? Because they had a slight training session in the morning.
Yeah.
And then they traveled over there. I don't know if it was maybe was just sick, something like that could have happened. But it threw everyone off.
Well, this is what they have. They have CJ Dos Santos in the masked position and goalkeeper. That young backline that we've been seeing with Luca Bombino just cementing himself. That's the young player of the year, I'd say. It was a good discussion over on the Chromaniacs as far as who the young player of the season would be for San Diego FC.
Oh, I disagree there, but
Who would go?
Bombino.
I said
He
Bombino.
said
Oh, I thought you said Dua.
Oh no, that
I
was
thought you were talking
actually
about Dua.
a shout by Alex and
Yeah.
Correct.
I don't-
Chromaniac.
well, Craig said that. I don't know if they share similar takes on.
I think the show's great.
But Luca Bombino, Chris McVeigh in the center back pairing again with Manu Dua, who both center backs are very attacking. They love to move up. But I think this time Chris McVeigh is also learning that anchor position and that anchor center back position with Patty McNair. And now he shared it. He kind of knows what he likes. He knows what he likes when he's able to move forward, and he knows that he needs to be the one to stay back because he needs to let the kid go. Like he's unnaturally positioned here, but I need to be the one that stays back.
I also want to point out something tricky that McVeigh's also doing. Center backs are used to which side they're playing. If it's on the right center back position or the left center back, McVeigh for a majority of the season has been the right center back along Patty McNair. So now he has to switch over sides, and everything he's already used to doing has to switch over to the other side, which can be tricky at times. Granted, he's great at what he does, so he does it like effortless. But that's something to kind of point out too.
Third, potentially fourth right back of the season, maybe fifth. Harangi over on the right back. Sverskov back to Oni Valakari in the center mid position, his natural position. Godoy, and then up top, Tomas Angel making the return to the left wing where he started, where he actually came in, in the LA Galaxy game that he's been living off this whole season in MLS, and Dreyer. And then on the right, you have Vasquez. Gentlemen, thoughts, lineup when this came out? Was this going to be a winning formula for everybody? Chromaniac?
Well, I think obviously when you see no Chuky, you're a little bit nervous. One thing I like, though, when you look at it as it's lined up, like look at the midfield there, and you've got two smart, capable veterans in Godoy and Tverskov with a young player in Valakari. As you guys were just discussing about McVeigh and Dua and how, Chris McVeigh understands what he has to do to allow Dua to flourish and what Dua allows him to do in order to sit back. Now, obviously, you'd love it to be two veteran and one young up top, and that's the goal with Lozano. But you got to give a lot of credit to young Mr. Vasquez for what he's been able to do so far in his short time with SDFC. And Tomas Angel, hasn't found the net the way he would like to. Coaching staff believes in his actions, in his work rate and his hustle. So overall, you looked at it and you said, same thing you thought going in. What kind of game is San Jose going to present? This feels like it's going to be a tough one on the road, and it sure turned out to be.
And yeah, it's a little concerning when the one thing I did like was Dreyer up top, central forward, but everything else up front was a little concerning. Vasquez, pretty young he just got here and he's starting a game over at the right wing, and then Tommy Angel, man, and that's what I'm gonna call him now.
Hey, that's your star British striker, bro.
Oh man,
Born in Birmingham, by the way.
Yeah. Oh man, he playing anywhere like up front, well, starting wise is just it doesn't do it for me. It just we've seen this tape. We've seen this already before, but you kind of have limited options. It sounds like Bear's not ready to go. He's still learning the system. Mighton wasn't available, and obviously we just talked about Chuky. So you have very limited options, and you're kind of just giving Angel the start, just to just give it your best. Just go out there, just do your best out there, and yeah, it felt like we were kind of comfortable up front, and now if one injury turns into another injury, then we have limited options there, and it can be a little bit concerning.
Another head scratcher in this lineup for me is that Luca La Torre starts off the bench again. That's back-to-back MLS games that he starts off the bench. It just comes to question: is he? We asked each other, and he said, "Is he saving him already for playoffs to have fresher legs, not risk an injury? Maybe has a bit of a knock, and he's not necessarily injured, but rather play it more conservatively, especially towards the end of the season." But to me, that was weird. I would have much rather just seen Valakari on top, throw Dreyer on whatever wing, and then start De La Torre.
Yeah, I'm sure it has to do with his time at the Gold Cup as well. He got a lot of minutes with the U.S. men's national team, so protecting those legs for the late months of the MLS season is probably a good decision.
Yeah. Just in terms of, it's working. That's the thing about this whole thing. It's working, and they're not playing well. This is 2 games where they've faced, very, very high number of shots compared to very little shots that they've produced, but they've been clinical. And in this game, everybody was surprised how Bruce Arenas attacked this match, having San Jose just put that pressure and have that one-on-one marking. But they are.
Were people surprised though? That's what how San Jose.
It sounded like Mikey was. It was Mikey sounded surprised.
I think they're top 3 highest scoring teams in the West. They score a lot of goals. Like they have a MLS class, top talent attack.
It to the pressure because they're so bad defensively. You wouldn't think, they're going to go ahead and go all in because they are atrocious in the back. No, they did that, and you didn't necessarily have an app because much like Kansas City last week, you knew Kansas City wasn't going to score. The SDFC knew they weren't going to score, so they're like, okay, knock yourself out. Like, go for it. We'll figure it out. And in this case, the first half was San Jose. We're like, okay, we're gonna ask the questions. We'll figure out the defense thing later, but we're gonna go ahead and ask.
I don't know if you all agree with me, and I mean, again, I'm very open. I'm new to MLS this season, right? Especially now since San Diego's here. But every time I see San Diego FC play, I don't think to myself, wow, this is an MLS team. Like, they're a good team. It's fun to watch them play. Whereas if I watch another MLS game, I'm like, oh, man, this is what MLS is. This is the first time that I told myself San Diego's playing very MLS-esque. I don't know if that's a fair take. Alex, I know you follow the league a lot longer. I don't know if that's a fair take to have.
No, I think that's actually pretty fair, especially in that first half. And we really didn't see anything come out of San Diego FC, and it did look a little amateurish, when it came to the attack, and so it's pretty. I think that's pretty fair to say. But this can be a better team, and it can be a better potent team when you have all your pieces together. We're missing Chuky. That's a big part of it, and him linking up with Dreyer, that's a big part of the attack there, and yeah, that's something we just didn't get to see. And yeah, you're kind of working with other pieces that aren't used to working together, and that's got to be tough for Varas to get that starting 11 off, and just hoping for the best. And man, it's good that it worked out, but I just don't know how many times it's going to work out, especially once you start getting into tougher competition, and competition that's really they're trying to play to get into a playoff spot, just like San Jose. We're going to see San Jose again. We're going to see Portland twice. Like they're going to be they're playing for a playoff spot, so they're going to try to do anything they can to get there.
Yeah, I think the context is really important, guys. And I get where you're going at, Chiva, and maybe Craig might agree with you, but you got the Chromaniac on this show, and when I think about this SDFC young defense, some words come to mind like unbreakable, unbending, unyielding, immeasurable, immovable, invincible. And that's what I saw in those clips at the end of the first half as San Jose continued to press on their home pitch with all of the karma aligned in their direction. I saw young players adjusting, and I saw CJ Dos Santos making big saves along the way and being inch perfect in guarding his angles. And that's what you have to do to win 6 in a row on the road. You have to be a young team that defensively is playing smart at all of the moments that matter and all of the moments that don't matter. Because in soccer, every moment matters. So the moments that seem invisible sometimes are the most important. And I love what SDFC's young defense has been able to do. And I'm just going to forget a moment in the 70th minute that you might bring up later. So you can mute me for that part.
that definitely, that also did happen. And it was that same, defense, that same style, which I heard on the broadcast. San Diego is the team that has the least long balls from the goalkeeper in the world.
Oh, wow.
In the world.
So in the world,
were you chatting up with Sean Kelly or something?
Hey, shut up.
How do they count
that?
Look, I am just the messenger of this just stat that was said, and I am taking as fact. I haven't chat GPT'd it. That's what the kids do to check facts now.
Have they checked on the Texas Outlaws, Tony, of MASL? I think there's a keeper with fewer distributions.
I just want to point out, I mean, since we're talking about like records or stats, whatever, SanDiego was also the team that slipped the most this weekend.
It was both San Diego teams.
Yeah, both.
That's a stat if you want it.
That was
in that the Wave game honestly was worse than this game.
I counted them. It was like 40 slides, 40 like players that slide.
It was just a really poor pitch, which we are used to.
Which
at
made
times,
me
especially
believe
late
like,
in the
this
season.
is an MLS type of game. Yeah, hey, I mean, you watched the Wave game and this one, like it was bad.
Yeah, it definitely played a factor, but then at the same time, like you kind of have to think both teams are dealing with it, so it can't be that much of an excuse for how they played in that first half. But then they were still able, like the Chromaniacs said, that they played well defensively. CJ Dos Santos was able to make important saves, and like I said in our chat that like if they get past this first half without conceding a goal, they're just gonna come back and storm down and probably score, which is eventually what did happen. Like Luca Torre coming on in the second half definitely changed the feel and vibe of the game.
There were moments for adjustment for all the players. Dreyer, I think, was one that kind of, that first half, even in the second half with a shot that kind of got just blown into the atmosphere here. He slips where Dreyer usually just has the surest of footing. It took him a whole game to really figure out the pitch and figure himself out. Even I can tell there's moments. There was a one-on-one where he just looked for Ingvartsen, and usually he'll take on the defender with the confidence, but he just maybe second guesses himself because he might slip, and he has been slipping this whole game. Either way, he eventually did get it together. This San Jose team has a lot of all-stars, just names in terms of not knowing MLS. I know who Jose Martinez is. I know who that is. Like that's a excellent legendary player in Atlanta. But now over here in San Jose under legendary Bruce Arenas. But Chromaniac, so sorry. You mentioned it. A couple minutes.
Catch you up on everything that went down this weekend. Oh, boy! It's given away! It's Martinez with a goal open!
Yep.
Oh, are we on goals, Gavs, and greats?
Not yet.
Oh, my bad.
Any words on the 1-0 for San Jose? Anybody can go ahead and take it. I'll just put myself away.
I mean, I think we talked about it in the last episode. Like, you can't make mistakes in your third of the field, and that was clearly a mistake, and they took advantage. And if we saw another one like those again, like where Dua passes back and it just accidentally just ends up, on the front foot of San Jose, it would have been 2. But yeah, you really have to limit these types of mistakes because they're really good at taking advantage. And it was just a complete just slip up of CJ. Like, what are you doing there, man? Like, what was that all about, really?
Can I say something about this?
You can. It's your show, too.
Mikey Varas welcomes these type of mistakes.
He does.
He prefers for players to have this mistake rather than play a style that they kick the ball out and then they give the ball away. He said that before. Like that's the style and that's the stubbornness, Tony, that you've talked about in the past that they're going to do. It's going to make mistakes like this. I'm surprised it hasn't happened more. That's the impressive part.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And even then, they're still winning.
And they won.
They're still winning.
Like, that's the thing. I mean, if they were to lost this game, then I can see everyone be like, bench CJ, like that's trash. Like, these were 3 valuable points to go top
Bring
of
in
the table.
Durant for E.
Bring in Durant for E. Why not? Like Mikey said over the weekend that they're telling Durant, like, hey, H doesn't matter here. It's just everyone gets an opportunity. So Durant could get some minutes at some point, maybe.
Yeah.
Especially if they clinch the playoff spot already.
I support all our keepers, and I think it's a darn shame what happened, and I think CJ is going to be so much better next time, and it just really bums me out when I hear fans that are upset about CJ Dos Santos. I think he's terrific, and I can't wait to see what the next match brings for San Diego FC.
Love it.
I agree. Everything you said and portrayed.
Stood for. Yeah, no, I mean, it's just, I 100%. And that's what got CJ benched to begin with. Just mistakes.
Mikey said it on Thursday during media availability. He did say, like, hey, CJ had a dip in form, which led to him not starting and Cisniega coming on. Now he gets the chance to get that spot back, and he earned it back with the clean sheet. But if Cisniega's available next week at Snapdragon, I can see a switch being made. And Mikey just sending a message. If you start making those mistakes now, you're going to lose your spot.
You can't make these mistakes in playoffs.
It's troubling that it's happening kind of this late in the season where there's a goalkeeper battle. And I think usually by this point in the season, these kind of issues are solved within a team. And then you decide, like, this is going to be your starting goalkeeper the rest of the season. But if I think probably one more bad game out of CJ and then Pablo's available, like, you're going to have to choose Pablo, and then Pablo might not have a great game either. And then that's just another worry to have come playoff time, especially when you're going to have like a 3-game series, which is stupid. But like, it's very possible that the reason why San Diego FC doesn't go as far as maybe they should is because of a goalkeeper issue.
Yeah, that would be terrible. I will say, and just shout out to, once again, Manu Dua, who almost had it. Like, last week, he had a save right there, same place, same exact situation. He got contact, but it just almost, it was, I was kind of sad for him. I was like, man, that's incredible.
What's your reaction if, say, he does a World Cup Luis Suarez and uses his hands and blocks?
He never has to. I would hydrate him the entire practice. I would make sure that I would shine, pay somebody to shine, shoes, car, whatever, and like he gets treated. Manu Dua right now is everybody's favorite player in the center back in the goalkeeping room.
I think
that's a
besides
kid who
Strayer,
just
he's
gives it.
everyone's favorite player right now.
He's honestly, it's a kind of cult following. I do enjoy that. But no, again, shout out to Manu Dua.
But Chromaniac, same question, right? What's your reaction? And Alex, like, if he does use his hand, since he's like, nope, no go, not here.
Well, if he had done a Suarez, he would have bit the ball, and just because he's so powerful and amazing, he would have just deflated it right there on the line. But I think when he's 32, he'll probably use his hands there and block the ball off. But at that point, he thought he could knot it off, and who can blame him? The kid is playing amazing, and he is one of the parts of the bright future of this SDFC. I mean, look at that; it's so close.
He got contact.
Put your head in front of that. Put your head in front of that.
Yeah,
I dare
Philippe.
you.
You should have kept this. He's like, you should have kept his head straight. Love you, Philippe. Thank you for you and your family for watching and supporting. But yeah, like, what is he supposed to do? He literally knocked himself out. Like, I would have. Is he okay? Like, goes to ground. Just, it's okay, Manu. Like, you did. He's so disappointed. Like, oh, I could have done better. Like,
I almost
dude.
had it. It's that
No,
I
dude.
almost had it.
Alex.
Yep. I mean, for the second time, like he almost put his head to it, and yeah, it would have been great to see. But yeah, would you want to see his? It's an auto red, right? When you use your hand like to prevent a yeah. So
Can't get it.
It's a
That's red. You can
not
get
for
it.
this game. How about how about a game where we're not trying to how about for another game?
Oh, so
Yeah.
a team that matters, unlike San Jose. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Rice burritos, Tony. Never forget.
Rice- yeah.
What is
They have
Is
no
that-
right to anything.
Is that true? Is that tr- I called it Fresno West. Just how I'm SoCal forever. Like, let's go. But is that true? Like, why carb on carb? What's going on?
Yeah, that's what they call their
Explain
super
yourself.
burritos over there, man. That's what they do. They put rice, sometimes beans in their burritos with their steak and whatever guac.
Pero
Yeah.
Madrasota, de arroz, like
Por eso pierden, güey.
yeah, they're heavy. They're heavy.
Yeah, they're too it's too many carbs.
At this point, Alex, were you on the positive side of things? You were like, okay, well, that's the SDFC. They'll get it done.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like the way we were kind of like looking at it. I mean, you're down a goal. It's still late, but as I've witnessed in that building before, late goals happen all the time. So I think that's what I was like really expecting and hoping at least the point. But I know this team always goes for the win. So man, we were kind of as a group in the section, we were still cheering on and trying to get these guys the edge here, because those San Jose fans, they got really loud with that one goal that they shouldn't have scored.
Yeah, all I can think about is, man, I don't know if you both are aware, but on our podcast here, Two Balls and a Mic, we have an ongoing bet in our predictions this season, where the person with the lowest amount of points at the end of the season has to walk from our studio all the way to Snapdragon Stadium, which is 18 miles, an 8-hour walk. I had cut the lead coming up to this weekend to Tony, but just 3 points. And they had a 2-1 prediction, both of them. I had a 4-2 win for San Diego.
So it's over.
All I could think about at this moment was like, damn it.
They're
gonna get the score prediction right on the dot and get an extra point. And there goes my chances slipping a little bit. That's all I could think about. I really thought they were still gonna pull off the win.
How big was the cheer when Marcus Ingvartsen came in for you guys? Just even internally? Marcus Ingvartsen getting substituted on for this game, returning after the injury. Again, just not to gloss over, but Harangi does go out, switching Bombino over to the right-hand side.
Which was impressive, by the way.
Goes in. Yeah. Oh, kid is a phenomenal. But Marcus Ingvartsen making his return.
Yeah, man. I think it's one of those like long-awaited, things that we've been waiting for this. We've been waiting for Ingvartsen to come back and just kind of see him on the squad, to just see him on the field again, because it's been a long time. And we were like really happy to see him out there. it's good to have him because like what other options are out there, and so I think now it's just seeing the potential of what can Marcus do for us, for this team, and it's good to see because I think that's the thing. He has such a high ceiling, like he has so like high potential. We can see a lot from him, and I hope we do because man, I always like look at that contract. That contract is going to be here for a while. Like he's going to be here. He's here to stay. He's here to stay for quite a bit. Like there's no number 9 walking through that door. He's the guy. He's going to be the guy moving forward. So I hope the best for him. Really, like, and I think we're all kind of excited to see him back out there.
Yeah, the number 9 already walked through the door and left the door and is playing in Philadelphia now, which is, and I think, but Marcus Ingvartsen is kind of just the bet that San Diego FC made at the beginning of the season, and think they kind of have to double down and really like believe in that. And him scoring is kind of just proof that he can be this very positive force at the top of the pitch. I think once he develops and gets his legs back, is able to play probably a half and then 60 and then 90 minutes, it can really change how this team plays, just because I think he's such a threat aerially, and he's like so tall, and then it's just another issue to worry about when you have him, Chuky, and Dreyer all up at the top. It's very tough to deal with.
And he comes back and he just scores random casually, right? But let's not ignore the cross that was made to invite.
The cross is insane, by the way. Like that angle is tough.
Like Franco Negri, man. Like you can see, boludo. Like you are Argentino. You can do it. Argentino. One of the Italians, boludo, centrazo. And yeah, like it's a great goal. Like it's a great cross, great header. Fantastic.
Planting the goalkeeper, nothing to do for anybody. Incredible.
Yeah, and that header was hit with like really good pace. Like it just went in, and yeah, goalkeeper couldn't do anything about it. And that was number 1 of my beer shower, as Chromaniac has witnessed in his career going to the Snap. Yeah, you get plenty of those out there at the Snap, right?
Yes, absolutely. Sometimes beer, sometimes something else, and most of the time beer, and it's better when it's beer. But it's great for me to get the chance to fill in on the show here. Craig did leave some notes around. Half of them have to do with Luis Arise, or I think they were from something else. But here's one. I think it's been a topic for multiple weeks on the Chromaniacs.
It has.
That Craig has said that Marcus Ingvartsen is going to be the key to being the number 9 for this team, that he is the prince that was promised for this club. He's the guy that we paid the bucks for. He's the guy that we brought over early. He's the veteran captain that's supposed to lead the way, and he's just been star-crossed for the first 2/3 of the season. But look, he said, call me maybe, right there at the end with his goal celebration. And that's telling you it's time to give him a call. And Mikey Votto says, yeah, I'm going to call you next game to get a couple more goals, please. He's the number 9 we need. He's the number 9 we have. That pass is just absolutely sick. That's going to be one of the 3 best assists of the year, guaranteed. From who? Negri, just like you all said. It would be Franco Negri that delivers one of the top 3 assists of the entire season for San Diego FC. But I really think Ingvartsen is going to be an unlock for this team. I think that we have all underestimated him because we have not seen him, because we just haven't seen him at his best, match fit and integrated. And that's what he is now. He had the integration. The injuries were blocking his chance to contribute. Now it's all coming together at the right time for Los Cromados.
And to add to that, Chromaniac, it's not that the Chromaniac, my bad, Mr. D. It's not that everyone just didn't believe in Ingvartsen. It's that when he did play early in the season before the injury, he wasn't really playing all that great.
He was starting.
I think he
started
warming
up.
He scored 1 goal in 4 games that he played. Granted, it was a very slow start for San Diego at the beginning of the season, getting that groove on, getting to learn the style. Now that, he's been knowing that style, but now that the whole team kind of caught up to that and knowing the style, it looked like it fit like a glove for him.
Yeah, that's why it works so well. Like, you wouldn't think Marcus Ingvartsen has been away from this squad in a starting position for as long as he has. And again, that's a testament to the style of play and that he knows it like the back of his hand. This is a player that was tasked to start this project along with Yepes Ferskov. And taking care of business, right? Like, that's a striker header through and through. A striker needs to, is that open? He has to bury it and put it there. Let the goalkeeper figure out a great save. But ultimately, that's what you expect from your number 9. But he wasn't done. He wasn't done for this night, because neither was San Diego FC. And the pulse for the two of you and anybody here, like, I know Chiva, you thought, okay, 1-0, it's coming. It's coming, 2-1. We're gonna get the prediction right. Were you feeling the magic in the air tonight or yesterday or Sunday night football?
I honestly thought that San Jose might score another, or at least it might end up tied. I didn't really expect them to make it 2-1. Like, they hadn't played great to that point, and just to make it 1-1 is enough. Or it's like, okay, here we go. But this team has never done that. They're always pushing. So bad on me to not see this coming.
Chromaniacs, plural. That's how you address them.
Always believe.
Yeah, same here. I think we were feeling that one goal, like, in the section. We were really feeling it. So, like, the drumming started getting louder. Yeah, we were really feeling it in the section. So, yeah, we were anticipating the goal number 2 that's coming up here. And
maybe they should pay attention to Anders Dreyer. What do you think?
Oh,
I hear he's good. I hear he's
the
don't leave him
MVP
open.
candidate, right?
decent. Holding
Look
up
at
his jersey.
The Brandy Chastain finish. Let's go.
13 goals, 17 assists, 30 goal contributions in MLS. Tony, I think you mentioned it last week. He's not going to win MVP because they're going to give it to Messi.
Yeah.
But what a first season for Anders Dreyer. Like, the best player in MLS right now.
Hands down. I really think that may have been a message to Messi. That's the iconic Messi at the Bernabeu. Hold the jersey, take that. Like, here's the 10. This is who just destroyed you. This is who is destroying the league. This is who's leading and being the headline of MLS, not this Lionel Messi who also keeps getting injured. The story should have been Chuky Lozano maybe, but he's not. He's also injured, or just kind of getting throttled in his own way, game managed, or whatever you want to call it at this point. But Anders Dreyer is that constant, and he's seemingly not going anywhere. He keeps making it happen, and it's incredible how unselfish of a player he is. And he doesn't need to. He can take care of business himself, but he always looks for the best business decision at the time. And that's what leads to his success so much. And 2-1, gentlemen, San Jose were no match. The Camino Real Cup belongs to San Diego. First place in the West, first place in the Supporters Shield. Secret agent Milan Liroski doing what he's doing and sabotaging Philadelphia. Maybe that's why.
Not only that, right? Thomas Mueller too. He was linked for San Diego FC, goes to Vancouver, and then they also dropped points. So now
he scored, but VAR.
Yeah, but now San Diego has a 4-point lead, or a.
I think they're tied with Cincinnati right now.
Yeah. But in the West, if Vancouver wins with that game in hand, they have the San Diego FC is still ahead by 3 points. So they have a nice cushion there. Goal difference has always been the best tiebreaker, in my opinion. Better than head-to-head. I think goal difference is the tiebreaker of all tiebreakers. I don't know if you all agree with that.
Yeah, and we have like a really good goal differential. It's the best one in the league right now. Only below us is Philadelphia Union and Orlando City. So yeah, it can't, if we're playing for the Shield, it might be a factor. So that's always something to consider. Getting that tiebreaker in goal differential. So that's something. And it's great to be, it's great to be first place in the West, but overall in MLS, that's amazing. I honestly did not expect that in our first year.
Tony, you were just putting those standings up. 9-4 on the road. San Diego FC. Is anyone else even close to 9 wins away?
I don't believe so. Also, they're
Scan up to the east. You panned down to the west there. Scan up to the east. Obviously, no one below us has 9 wins.
Yeah, Cincinnati also has 9 wins.
Has 9.
They have 9 wins, 2 draws.
9 wins, 2 draws and 4 losses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's almost funny, isn't it, that one of San Diego's number 1 strengths this year would be mitigated by them winning the Shield, which is their ability to win away from Snapdragon Stadium. They've actually played better away than they've played in front of us, even though they've had incredible crowds and an incredible supporter energy and so much, vibrancy within the stadium. For whatever reason, they've taken on these road environments and defeated them one by one. It's truly remarkable and kind of ironic that the better you do on the road, the less chance you have to be on the road when it matters.
Yeah, Tony will like this one. Is San Diego FC plays better in soccer-specific stadiums.
Yeah, 100%. By the way, ojo. There's lines in Snapdragon Stadium for football. So
Saturday about to be fun.
Let's see what that what that entails. It may entail nothing. It may need nothing. There's fields aplenty, but I will say now San Diego FC with this are the 4th team to win 6 consecutive away games in MLS. So they're
1 away to tying that record.
And 1 away, but this is the incredible nature of this season that it's almost overlooked how special it is because you're kind of in it. And not that I want to just halt it in any kind of way, but this is special. Craig, you talk about
who's Craig?
The Chromaniac, that in building sports teams, who remembers the first, essentially everything, Milani Loski's jersey is now a relic. Antiques Roadshow in 2135 on KPBS will be this is a Milani Loski jersey. This is incredible for a team, period, let alone an inaugural team. How special is this in the realm of sports? Just sports. San Diego sports. Where does the Chromaniac?
Yeah, like so many things, Tony. It's like the first year of the release of Office Space. Something that becomes known decades later as one of the greatest things of all time, but maybe at the time is just okay, that seems like a good thing that just happened. That's probably San Diego's interaction with San Diego FC's inaugural season. I don't think people realize at all how good they've had it. 6 straight away wins. Both of your DPs throw critical 20s when it comes to their season result. We're just going to get max result, 98th percentile every time they're on the pitch. Every young player is going to step in and be good. The league is just going to look slow and beatable. And every team in front of you is just a work that even if they take a lead, you've got an answer down the road. This is truly remarkable. And it's not going to be a bad season if our DP has, 7 goals and 9 assists, a different year, as opposed to leading the league and dominating and just turning up match after match after match. San Diego FC is playing one of the most special outdoor seasons I've ever seen. And to be a part of it is incredibly special and exciting. And I really do believe it's going to be one of those things everyone will say 20 years from now, oh, I remember that year with SDFC. I remember when, and 2/3 of those cats were off watching something else. while it was happening, but they'll say they were there then.
The 98 Padres, 06 Chargers,
Yes.
2023 Wave?
Yeah, I think that was
Wave, right?
yeah,
all right, all
Shield
right.
winners.
All right, that's what I'm on there. And 25 San Diego, 2025 SDFC team. When your team gets the O or the 2-digit, like a class, like you did something good. I think we're well past that. Outside of this being the inaugural season, like the 25 San Diego FC, incredible.
Is that still the case if they, I mean, kind of not
They just shit the bed from here on out.
Yeah, like just lose every single game and then everyone could kind of catch us up and they just somehow squeeze in like 7th or like 8th or 9th. Like,
Sure.
is that still the case? Like,
Mission
the 25
accomplished.
San Diego. Yeah.
Yeah, bringing Tom Cruise for that day at Snapdragon. Like, I don't know, mission accomplished. Like, great, bring George Bush again. Like, whatever. Like, it's mission accomplished. You did it.
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, what they've been doing is impressive, and it's not gonna stop. We thought when they had that like a little bit like 3-game losing streak earlier in the season, we're like, they got figured out. Like that's it. And that wasn't really the case. They just had a bad run of games, and that happens to everyone in the season. I think they're able to adapt. They're learning. When they have a bad game, they're able to kind of like fix those mistakes the next time. And that's what's made them so competitive, to be honest.
Do we know who's competing for Coach of the Year or Manager of the Year in MLS?
I would say
If anything, outside of Mikey Vada, because I mean, obviously, like, is there any, because outside of him and what he's done with the squad, the age, the style, pressure, what else does somebody need to be Coach of the Year?
I think the Union Coach of the Year, I don't know his name, but I mean, they have like one of the, what is it? Like values, right? Like the lowest value of the team, like contract wise from players. Like that's impressive.
Is it?
But Chiva, I don't know if you know, but officially in the MLS rules and for the voters, the tiebreaker is most matches with tribal seeds gear worn on the sideline. So Vadas has been stacking points week by week, match by match, and I think he's got the edge.
Yeah, you know, that's something I've thought about too, is the specific attire for coaches and specifically Mikey Vadas. There are times that early on this season where I was not a fan of it at all. Just there's so many of these young guys, and it's just like, okay, we got to like, he's wearing like a t-shirt and like a bomber jacket. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this is supposed to be a coach. They're supposed to be wearing a suit. Like, but then the way that he plays, his whole philosophy, everything, it fits. Now I can't imagine him in a suit or anything of that nature, like a traditional manager. Like, he's not a traditional manager. He's gonna be dressed like this his whole career. Like, there's gonna be 70-year-old Mikey Vadas in a bomber jacket or something.
SDFC breaks the norms. They're that punk rock kid that's here to, you know, break the rules and do things my way. And I'm the new hot shit around here, and that's what SDFC is. And Mikey represents that.
I've never seen Mikey Vadas in a suit. You're right.
Yeah, no, he doesn't wear that.
And I was the first person. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Does he own a suit? Can we get him a suit? Like Goodwill him a suit? Like
Tony, he only has one suit, but he lent it to me.
Imagine the scenes in playoff time at Snapdragon Stadium, and team comes out and nothing but just a disco ball of energy of a chrome suit just strutting down with the face to match it. And
Mikey definitely wore a hoodie for his wedding.
Would that be sick if he showed up like grand final day, chrome suit? I'd die. I'd literally die.
All right. Well, speaking of head coach Mikey Vadas, he had words after, courtesy of San Diego FC. Would you guys want to hear from head coach of this victory, important victory? He says no. They say no. We're fine.
I'm good.
Sure. Sounds good.
Tony, go ahead, Tony.
Hey, Mickey, congratulations, Mikey, an important victory today away. Could you just tell me what it meant for your club and what it took to break down the San Jose squad that had a one-on-one marking, making things difficult for you?
Yeah, man marking, a lot of intensity, good athletic profiles, a team that they made it very difficult for us tonight. And then, of course, we conceded the goal. And I just love the composure that the group showed in that moment, because at the end of the day, like, this is how we play. And sometimes we're going to get bit when you take that much risk. But we maintained our calm. And boy, these guys don't give up, man. This is a team full of guys who they They don't have give up in them, and that's when special things can happen, because you can maintain calm and say, hey, we're still going to go after this game. And it's not just about getting that 1-1, but it's about getting the next goal.
I love this for Mikey Varas, because we've been so used to coaches, like the question always being, hey, like the result wasn't there, but the performance was great, right? This is the opposite. This is like the result's there, but the performance wasn't. And I really do appreciate the coach realizing that and saying that, hey, you know what, we didn't play it, but you know what, we still fought and we still won. Like that, you can't talk bad about that. Even if you played a terrible 80 minutes and you still came back and won the game, you can still say, yeah, we played very poorly, but we won, and that's what matters.
And some new players got some minutes out there. Vasquez did his best for a long time, but like, again, these are all excuses that San Diego FC has never written, and I can't tell you how excited I am because I hear the scribbling of a Sharpie somewhere. But
what?
Are we worried that the right back position's cursed? By the way,
yes,
You can't feel it. It is cursed.
Yeah. You get Bombino out of there.
Yeah, no, keep Bombino on the left.
Transfer back to the left. We need
Hey,
you too much.
And that's the thing. I liked what I saw, like from Bombino. He's like, oh, he's flexible. He can go on the other side too. But now thinking about it, it's like, oh, never mind. Put him back. Yeah, and also like just to add, I've never seen Mikey Vara so fired up after that second goal. Like he was fired up. Like he really wanted that goal and he got it, and you could just tell by his reaction. It was amazing to see on the replay. And for me, I saw the ball travel underneath all the flags. I was like dipping down low, and I saw the ball travel across the line and into the back of the net, and I got fired up too.
Is he too honest?
No.
Do you want your prototypical like manager giving you like the manager like speak?
Why does everyone have to be Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
Why does everyone have to be Casey Stoney? Why does everyone have to be tight-lipped? Why does everyone have to say the company line? He's an honest man doing an honest job an honest way, and I love him because of that honesty.
That's an honest.
He's real.
I respected his honesty, to be honest, when I asked him about Milan Iloski, why he didn't play that one game. And he just said, yeah, we haven't reached a deal with him, so I'm going to prioritize players that are going to stay. As of now, he's not going to stay. And since then, I've respected him a lot more, because any other coach would have legit said, well, you know what, like, you know, he's been getting mad, we're just doing rotations. Any other like BS answer, he just went straight up and said, yeah, no, he's probably not going to stay.
Yeah, he can't be sarcastic. I told him, hey, one post match, hey, you guys are this many points away, blah 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 blah. He's like, oh, you're good at math. I was like, thanks, Mikey. And then he just answered flawlessly. I was like, all right.
He's a gem. He's an absolute gem.
So as they keep stacking points, I asked him about, hey, first in the Supporters Shield currently, first on the Western Conference, you're stacking points. What does this mean for the team moving forward after an important game?
I'm going to be honest with you. The only points that I'm thinking about week in and week out are the ones that are in front of us. So right now it's about celebrating these 3 points because these were hard-earned. This was a hard-earned 3 points. And tomorrow we'll wake up, recover, and then we got to get back to business for the next 3 points in front of us. But Marcus, what a welcome back for Marcus, and I think that's perfect for number 9 to get on the score sheet. Such an important finish, such an important presence. He's been dealing with a lot of adversity this season, but he's a great leader and a great person, and he's got a lot of talent. So we're all just really happy for him.
Did you hear that, Tomas Angel? What a great finish for a number 9.
Yes. And I have a take for you all. I mean,
Tomas Angel to right back? Oh, sorry.
No. At this point, like based on their best season compared to this season, Chromaniac. I don't know if you followed San Diego Loyal back in the day. I know Craig Elson used to follow Loyal back in the day. Who would you take right now? Evan Conway on the last Loyal season or Tomas Angel?
Easy call. I'll drive Angel to the airport right now. I'm sorry.
Oh,
not sorry. Easy
Uber
call.
XL Black. Just the most VIP Uber there. Let's go.
Like it's insane. Like just how bad he's been playing this season. Like
But he's defending.
no.
He's defending his own team, but he's defending sometimes.
I
Yeah,
saw
like,
him
it's
walking
okay.
more out there, like to the point where a coach really does make a substitution at halftime. That doesn't happen too often
for a midfielder,
for an attacking player.
Yeah.
Like Mikey said, nah, you're coming out. You're playing like shit.
Good.
Good. That's what you need. A lot of players sometimes are scared of doing that. So I mean, I don't know if we see Tomas Angel in the starting 11 in the future, unless there's other players not unavailable. But I would have preferred Boateng up there.
Boateng was part of the reason why this team came back and had the spark.
Yeah.
Like, and even on the defensive effort, got on a very important yellow card towards the end and setting that tone. I mean, man, Mikey can do no wrong. Do you agree, Abe? Do you like your interactions with him?
Yeah, I definitely like my interactions, but it's any coach, any player, any team is gonna seem like the best thing ever and happy when they're performing really well. I think Mikey's probably gonna be here for. He's kind of hinted at like he's not gonna be here forever, and like said that a couple times where like maybe 2-3 years. Like it seems like that might be his life with this club. Like he has bigger things ahead of him.
Yeah.
That's right.
I can tell you why, but go on.
Yeah, but he's really committed to this play style, everything, and it's been really fascinating to hear what he has to say and how much impact he has on developing young players too, just because that's obviously such a huge part of Right to Dream, SanDiego FC, everything they've been trying to build. This whole transfer window, it's like just US U20, click, and join. Like it's insane the way that they're building this roster, but it's working, and they could put anyone out there at this point, and I don't think we can question it just because of how well Mikey has coached and set up this team.
Mark my words right now, Mikey Varas will be the head coach for SanDiego FC for the next 4 seasons, up until all these 18, 19-year-olds like Bombino, Arangi, Vasquez, all are in the age of like 24. Mikey Varas will be the U.S. men's national team head coach.
That's why he wouldn't stay. That's
the only
that's
reason
the project.
he would leave SanDiego FC, to keep that talent growing and growing that same group of players with the U.S. men's national team for the next World Cup.
Do you see that, Alex? Do you see that trajectory for Mikey Varas? Or he's here, a Sir Alex Ferguson. He's here for 20 years. He's going to teach these young children and kids and make them men.
Well, that's the thing with MLS. There is that potential that you can do whatever with this job. You can be here for as long as you want or as short as you want. It's kind of up to the person, as long as you're successful at it, right? The coach over at Kansas City, he was there forever. I think he's over 10, 15 plus years. Yeah, and the Minnesota coach, there's a reason why he picked that project, because he said he wants the ability to kind of learn and grow the position, and MLS was like the perfect spot for him. So like, yeah, Mikey Varas, if he feels like, in 4 years that he has opportunities, then that's what he's going to do. I mean, people do want to level up and they want to go and progress in their career in the way that they want. But I think SanDiego FC is going to be flexible. They're going to be open to what, he wants to do. And that's also the way MLS works too. It's just like they want coaches to be here for a long time. They have chances to grow, chances to, commit errors, learn from their mistakes and continue on with their project.
He's here for a good time. He's not here for a long time. And just like we're going to remember 2025 years from now as a magical summer, so shall Mikey Varas as he grows in ambition, grows in jobs, grows in difficulty and scale. He too will look back at 2025 as a magical time when he was young in the kitchen and the sun was shining brightly and his decisions looked great and his honesty stood out and was rewarded. Trust me when I tell you that. He will be ground down into a different version of himself the higher he goes up the scale. But what he is right now is slightly unrefined and really special.
I mean, looking at this national team is a whole different animal that he took care of before Pochettino. Like, again, not just anybody sits in the coach's chair for a U.S. Men's national team, or just national team in general, right? So I can see that future for him. But at the end of the day, he's here this season. If it ends now, right now, this is a season that any manager in the world could look back and say, look at what I did here. I can do that for you. And really just take that anywhere, especially in MLS. And it's comparable and say, I know what the secret sauce is. I can go ahead and have a career wherever, whenever I want. But if you choose the San Diego, I think that'd be pretty nifty. Again, I like long tenures for coaches. Like, it's a belief in a program, belief in a coach and an individual. I still can't tell you where Mikey Varas starts and Right to Dream ends, and vice versa. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's going to be a decision whenever these playoffs start rolling around, and every minute, every substitution, every decision, every starting 11 has an impact and can be scrutinized to the microscopic level. And so I hope that Mikey Varas and the team is ready for that, because that's what's coming. You have the biggest target in the league from here on out, and it's not going to get any easier, because you're facing another team for the first time here with Portland coming to town this Saturday at Snapdragon Stadium, 7:30. Back at home, we've been mentioning it, not the best home team this season, but a Portland team that, again, a legacy team, a team that's been here for a while, a team that has an identity, has a style, has a grit to it. It's one of these teams that will have a nice little contingency throughout Snapdragon. I would assume it's one of the teams where I know a lot of San Diego FC fans used to have be their team, just because of what they stand for and just their brand of soccer in here in the West and in the US. But what do you guys think with Portland coming into town?
I don't know. This is scary, man. They lost at the Coachella Invitational 3-0 against Portland.
Ooh, yeah. Who could forget?
No, I think San Diego is playing very, very well. And I mean, they're playing back at home. I think they kind of ride that hype wave. And I think they can pull off the win. I'm just worried about stadium and the grass, the lines. Aesthetically, I don't think I like it too much.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm going to, I've been going a San Diego win every single time. I think they're going to tie this game.
Ooh, tie.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a home tie.
Okay. We do predictions here,
2-2.
Chromaniacs, so
2-2
please
to be
feel free to abstain or not. It's okay. But does this matchup bring any sort of feelings to you, Alex, the Chromaniac?
Man, it seemed like it will be a pretty good matchup, but I'm gonna keep riding the wave, and you guys are gonna talk about the wave.
I agree. The wave is gonna win. You're right.
Yeah, and and I do feel like there's just so many good things happening right now with San Diego, and this is a good time to play well at home and get 3 points. So I'm taking the win.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, predictions are for chumps, and nobody knows sports, and how it's going to go. So I think that it's going to be a good match, and I hope that everybody gets home safe at the end. And of course, that Frontera SD brings the noise. We haven't been able to bring the noise for this team. I think all of the accumulated energy is going to turn into something very good.
I like that. By the way, you can watch this program as well as listen to it. So check out the YouTube, SanDiego.Futbol. You can find Two Balls and a Mic every Monday. You can find the Chromaniacs every Thursday, as well as post-game coverage for San Diego FC as well. Chiva, you asked me what do I think? I think that, first of all, you're going to walk the Snapdragon, and it's funny. I do think that's San Diego.
It will be live streamed too.
It will be live streamed for your safety. But and location if you do get hit by a car. Terrible. San Diego FC will win. They'll win 2-0. Clean sheet. Another clean sheet at home. I think they can make it happen. Abe?
I think it'll probably be 2-1, just because Portland's a pretty good team. They had a solid game against Cincinnati, and I do think there will be probably outside of the LA teams, this will be the largest away contingent that Snapdragon's going to see. The Timbers Army is always out and about and really loud, and they have a lot of support for their team, and they think Portland also has their own kind of unique style that NWSL is going to have to deal with, and it's kind of weird scheduling wise that I think they play them like so close in the season. You would think like they play them early in the season, then later in the season, or like, but these games are going to be pretty close together. So right now, probably be a victory. Maybe later on in the season when Portland's really fighting for playoff position, they'll win that game. But San Diego FC is playing at another level right now, so I think it'll probably be 2-1 victory.
2-1. All right.
Okay. Oh man, I mean, we'll see what happens with San Diego FC. What we do know right now is that they are breaking records left and right. They are top of the table. They are top of the supporter shield right now. If you were to predict now, Tony, or anyone by that matter, does San Diego FC win the supporter shield?
Oh, no.
They don't?
Sorry to be that blunt. I mean, I that was really just a no thought at all. There's
it's a reaction. I like
it's
that.
It's a tall task, and I think that they should be proud of where they're at right now. If they do, though, I'll be happily shut the up.
Yeah,
I'm very okay with that. I'm very okay. Just making sure that I'm wrong in that. Anybody else?
I want them to win MLS Cup. So supporter shield is great. It's wonderful as a supporter. I'd love to see that. I think it is a reward. To me, that's a more mature club's trophy, to be honest. Supporter shield, but so is MLS Cup. But I want to win the ultimate thing. And I think this team right now is positioned well enough to do it. First in the West is an incredible accomplishment. I think they can do it. If they beat Portland, I know they can do it. So this is a huge match. This is a huge couple of matches late in the season. And I believe in this club to pull out the results that they need. If they somehow get supporter shield again, the season that everyone will say they were at 20 years from now.
Yeah, I have to agree. Well, like the Wave won the supporter shield. They didn't win the cup.
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like the cup just means more, and I didn't even think the shield was a possibility this season anyway. So I was always focused on, all right, get a playoff spot, do well in the playoffs, try to fight for the cup. So that's where my head was always at anyway. So let's get the cup.
Hey, what do you think?
I
Do they win
think
it?
dependent on the extent of Chuky Lozano's injury is whether or not they win the Supporters Shield. I think they're definitely gonna have a good chance in playoffs, but playoffs are a crapshoot. Anything can happen. But without Chuky Lozano, I don't really see them continuing and like playing at super high level, just because you're gonna have to deal with Tomas Angel playing in there, maybe an Alex Martin. You don't have the best team on the field, and Lozano's injuries are definitely a question mark. It's especially for the future for a player that's getting older like he is, and it's your designated player, but like you're able to weather this storm, so it's fine for now, but it could be a larger issue going into the future.
Yeah. I look, this is a great place to be in terms of soccer, just being able to talk and talk positively about it for the first season. I think everybody's having a good time. I think that's what we can all agree. Everybody's having a good time with San Diego FC and what they've been able to bring to the community and to the table, especially on the field, in the pitch, in the 90s, sometimes 110. What was it? 17 minutes that we had of added time, or what was it this season? Like just
something crazy, like
ridiculous. But it's been an experience, and the Chromaniac, Alex, it's been an experience with you guys as well on the Chromaniacs podcast. Is there anything else that we need to wrap up for San Diego FC with?
Well, from my side, just to say again, the Chromaniacs is on after many matches, many to most matches, but also Thursdays, and available on YouTube. If you're watching this live, you can search for the Chromaniacs. You can subscribe to the channel. and be notified every time that we have a podcast and when we have a live post-game show as well. Please follow us on Instagram at the Chromaniacs, where Terrible SDFC Memes does a great job to keep things up to date and provide some great clips from the program. And Vamos SDFC. And I'm looking forward to listening to your guys' San Diego Wave discussion a little bit later on as well, because I'm really excited to see what's going on as both SD soccer teams dominate the Bay Area, and I refuse to represent any other results. Baseball doesn't exist to me at this point.
Silly sport sometimes.
Yeah. Like, I went to that game on Friday. It was tough.
You went to the game?
Yeah, I was at the game.
Oh, my condolences.
Unfortunately,
you're still alive.
Thank you.
Dude. People talk about LA being dangerous. It's fine. People are just scared of brown people. It's so normal. All right, don't be scared of Dodger fans. Like, it's okay to wear a Padres jersey in LA. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you don't be yelling and trying to fight people. Like, then you're gonna get in trouble. But it's a freaking stadium. You're not gonna get beat up or stabbed. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
People that were born in LA are not violent.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, you aren't violent.
not.
In any case, that's a sport that is fiction sometimes. But Alex, where can we find your work at?
Yeah, you can find me on Substack on Chromatic FC. Also wrote the preview last time for SanDiego.Futbol. Thanks again, Abe, for editing.
It was a great article. Everyone should go check it out. And
yeah,
if another one comes, it'll definitely be great stuff. Everyone should be reading these previews from Chromatic FC.
Yeah, thank you. And and thanks to everyone that made it up to San Jose, because that was a heck of a trip. It was a lot of fun. And man, we have a really good fan base, lots of great supporters that go everywhere. They go San Jose, LA, Chicago, out to Charlotte sometimes, man. They go all over the place. So man, shout out to them. And yeah, the vibes are high. It's it's a great time to be a fan, to be following this team, to be reporting on this team. It's a great time to follow San Diego FC.
I love it. Well, check out the Chromaniacs. It will be on this platform and all your favorite audio platforms as well. With that, gentlemen, the Chromaniac, Alex Pena, thank you so much for joining us. This roundtable is pretty fun. We should do it in person. We should do it live. Let's do it live.
We can. It's got to get a little cooler in your garage, bro.
Yeah, it wouldn't be here. It would definitely not be. I have a place in Santee, not in AC, in the East County. Okay.
Santee's even hotter.
I know. Like, risk to life weather advisories out there. But in any case, thank you for joining the Chromaniac. My salutations to Craig when you see him. And Alex, till next time. See you guys later.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.
All right.
Chromaniac has his own sign off. That's cool.
He does. He's so metal, like literally, like literally, because like it's in order to chrome.
Like the Silver Surfer, kind of like. Just literally like.
Just a herald of.
A herald San Diego FC. That'd actually be pretty cool. That'd be like a cool hype up video. I could see that, just like Craig doing the Chromaniac, doing the voiceover.
Did you ever see the idea for what?
I did see that. I heard about that.
For a potential piece of art that would be what happened.
I've been looking at this. We should draw a line. This is the old San Diego Loyal jersey. It's been done a couple times now with teams where they just put a map of the city onto the kit.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. It's a good kit.
Yeah, I really like this studio isn't here. They cut it off.
Oh my god,
they cut it off. So, but you can. I wonder where. Let's see where Snapdragon is. Up here.
Wait, what?
When I inevitably just have to walk to Snapdragon, I'm just gonna take that as a map.
Oh,
yeah. You have to use that as your
like,
map.
where am I right now?
No,
I'm
looking
right
at your
here,
phone.
guys.
How the fuck is it stained?
It looks like a cup.
It does look like a cup.
Cochino.
What's going on here? I mean, yeah, obviously me, but like, all right, that was a sick kit. Well, that was the first ever SanDiego.Futbol roundtable.
You know who doesn't have a sick kit?
Who?
San Diego Wave, man. The SO kit.
Well, let's close it out. San Diego.
The other ones are not.
Let's close out San Diego.
You don't like the blue ones?
That's all right.
Neato. Thank you again for everybody who's been joining and keeping the conversation. We're looking at these comments, and this is part of the community. Pretty soon, actually, we're gonna have a giveaway here in one of our potential episodes.
Giveaway.
Let's keep it in frame. That's pretty cool. Cool jersey. But with that said, let's talk a little bit of San Diego Wave. San Diego Wave in the Bay Area. Again, we're going reverse chronological order. So somehow the pitch was worse the night before.
So we asked, I specifically asked Ken Zadali about it. Was it me or you? Actually,
No, it was you and Kim, and she told Kimi Ascanio, you answer that. You're the one that slipped. I didn't slip. And Kimi Ascanio just goes, yeah, no, that was a bad pitch.
Yeah, and then Ken Zadali said she was trying to find the word for it, but she said it was muddy. And which is kind of surprising to me. I wouldn't have thought it was muddy. It seemed, but yeah, I guess.
Well, what are your thoughts about just? I mean, before we dive into the game and the lineup, a crappy field, right? Do you like it when a team uses that as an excuse as to why they didn't perform well, specifically maybe the away team? Because at the end of the day, Jonas Eideball gives the most straight up answer and says, you know what, both teams play on that field. But I do think the home team has some advantage. And I just remember this, like my coach when I was in 4th grade in my elementary school, we had the worst field in the whole Chula Vista Elementary District. He said, you guys play here every recess. Like, you should know where the ball's going to bounce if it's going to hit here. Like, and I think it's the same thing at the pro level.
Yeah, no, 100%. He's not wrong. Like, you don't practice at the stadium at this level, obviously, but you should be more familiar as the home team.
Yeah.
But again, for San Diego FC coming up, that's not because the divot, your lucky divot, is not going to be there because 350-pound O linemen are going to be stomping around and just causing all sorts of trouble on there.
But let's look at this lineup for San Diego Wave.
I can't wait to ask Honor Stryer, hey, what is it like playing on a football field? I don't think he's ever played on a American football field. Lines like, what is this?
Yeah, probably not.
All right, lineup for San Diego Wave. You should again, yeah, I agree. They should be consistent throughout everything. You have Captain Kalen Sheridan remaining with the captain armband there. Para Moroni over on the left back. McNabb, Wesley pairing in the center back. Hanna Lundqvist in the midfield now. Kanzadali, who should be potentially a captain. Kimi Ascanio, McCaskill in the 6. Gia Corley in the left wing. Adriana Leon in the 9. And Delphine Cascarino, who may not be getting on the score sheet, but the attention is there for Cascarino. Everybody just has a focal point. It seems like there's been an extra emphasis for every single team facing San Diego Wave from here on out. I think
some surprises here is that Kennedy Wesley starts at the center back, and then it's Trinity Armstrong who gets some rest or just bench for this game. And on the bench, you also have Dudiña there and player Fase.
Lorena. I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name yet, but
I'm just gonna go on. It like you ever watch dodgeball?
Fase.
It's like laser, blazer, phaser.
Okay.
But yeah, so I mean, those were kind of like the notables for me there. I think Gia Corley played more kind of like at the 10, and Ascanio played more on the wing. It's a strong lineup though. Like I liked it. I like Kennedy Wesley at center back. I mean, she was a solidified starter before that red card. So I mean, I maybe I agree with you that Kenzadali should be a captain.
Yeah, and I think just talking a little bit more about Kennedy Wesley, I think she had a better game than McNabb, and she kind of also showed like she does deserve a starting spot. I'm honestly of the opinion right now, maybe you do Trinity Armstrong and Kennedy Wesley instead of McNabb.
That's who you had at first, yeah.
Yeah, but McNabb kind of maybe was a little bit better defensively. She's also kind of more of a threat in the air, maybe, but like Kennedy Wesley had a couple moments in this match where she was making really good passes, really long balls. I think she was involved in one of the goals too. Like it's hard to imagine that like Kennedy Wesley is fighting for a starting spot on this center back spot, which it says a lot about like where this team is at. And it's hard to imagine. Last season they had the best center back in the world, and now it kind of makes a little bit more sense why they were willing to let Naomi Girma walk.
Because they survived losing a Naomi Girma, and they're honestly thriving.
Yeah, you save money.
They're playing way better. They're literally playing way better than they did last season or any other season. I think this Wave team is better than the Shield winning team.
And I think that it makes Kaylin Sheridan better, because having the best defender in the world in front of you, then you don't have as many chances in game, and you kind of become a little bit relaxed, and you don't necessarily hone your skills and become that shot stopper, because she'll take care of it. But now, there's some leakage a little bit more. I get it.
No,
Yeah.
it's not on her face. I agree, Tony. And I mean, yeah, like you're saying, there's more leakage, there's more chances against you now. But we have seen Sheridan still play at a high level this season. The first half was a bit of a dud going both ways. Not a lot of chances, not a lot of shots, a lot of slipping. And I think Wave still played pretty well in that first half. They just couldn't finish the chances they had. I mean, you had Kenzadali hitting the crossbar, and she was like shooting from way outside the box. I think the chances weren't falling in place, but I think they still defended Bay FC pretty well.
Yeah, it looked like Bay didn't really have much of a plan outside of like Rachel Kundanji hopefully getting a transitional moment like we saw right here, and then like getting a chance, and she wasn't able to score that way. And it kind of was the same story last week against Angel City. Just hope that your fast player can get in behind the lines. But San Diego Wave have like a lot of belief, and like they trust Kennedy Wesley and Kristen McNabb back there, so they weren't too worried about that. And then they're able to build and eventually create chances that are going to come for goals. And last week in the second half, they kind of like disappeared, but this time around, they definitely went into another gear, and we're ready for that second half.
Brad says he wants to see what Kennedy Wesley looks like as a midfielder, maybe.
I don't.
Not this season. Not this season.
I don't know if I want to see that.
Savannah McCaskill has been good enough that
She's been playing great.
Yeah, that maybe in the future, but Kennedy Wesley is a really solid center back.
Yeah, I think at this
like
point
this isn't a Manu Dua situation where it's like, oh, she's playing so well, she looks like a midfielder. Like she still, I think, looks more like a center back than a CDM.
Why are half of these highlights?
I mean, there weren't a lot of shots, Tony.
I know, but like just America and their highlight reels. I mean, this is definitely a highlight here. Great stop, going over to the right hand side.
As I don't say, there was a lot of shots. 12 shots for Wave 7 on target.
Gia Corley had a pretty solid game too. She had some chances, especially on the right side. I think, like you kind of said, Delphine Cascarino is getting a lot of the attention, so it's leaving Gia Corley a little bit more open. But eventually, they do find the score sheet.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a shot that just kind of like ends up falling right there for Kimi Ascanio. And at the end of the day, like she's there to finish those chances, and she has been getting those looks and opportunities, and she's taking advantage of them. Like 17 years old, like gets the ball right there. She's going to finish that.
You had the slip too that kind of is there with the assist, right? Yeah. Like it goes. I don't know if it goes off Didasco in the back, but she's probably could clear that if she's standing up straight. Like here we're looking at the replay here for
Adriana Leon with a cross, a great cross, a poisonous cross, right into the small box.
Yeah, but I mean, she does. I mean, I feel like it's a slip, but then kind of like falls and tries to make a play while falling, which is tough. But no, she does slip. Yeah, that's unfortunate too. And I mean, that's what we talk about, right? The field conditions can alter a play that makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the field conditions great, she doesn't slip. She's able to make that defensive play, and Ascani doesn't score that goal and Wave tie on possibly 1-1 or 0-0.
Something that I enjoy a lot watching San Diego Wave, and again, just experiencing women's soccer just a little bit more, and really not being privy to it a lot before San Diego Wave. You really see the development of just the play and what a player's trying to do, because yes, they'll try things many times in a way, but they'll finally succeed. And it's that, again, it could be stubbornness, just like we attribute it, but just like you see it more where a player in the first half will try a play and then they'll try it again later in the game. And they'll try it again, maybe a little bit differently, and to just kind of start finding their way. This, an example right here is just kind of, you see the linkage and play of just the rebounds, just kind of 1-2 here. And then Kenza Dolly just kind of like, okay.
She's hiding up at the top, right?
She's hiding in the top, and she's kind of like, all right, I have a look. They're giving me all of this space, because that is a lot of space for somebody who has a great shot, just overloading, trying to stop the diagonal ball or a run right through the middle, leaving Kenza Dolly here, who's asking for it. He's like, I'm open. All right, sets herself, doesn't necessarily hit it as well as she wants to.
Yeah, you can tell they practice that.
Yeah.
You can tell that's been a play that they've been practicing.
Yeah, just get it to Kenza. Like that's
like Leon's drawing people this way, get it to Kenza right here, and then it eventually sets the scene for their second goal.
Exactly. And so that's kind of like, the intentional nature of just the progression of the game that I really and thoroughly enjoy. So here, once again, now you see this link up play. There's, okay, I owe you a pass from before. Here you go. Okay, I have no lane. Let me look for you again. First touch, opens the hips, inside foot, curler.
It's a banger.
Top ins.
Yeah.
That's your number 10. That's your
number 10. That's your best player.
Both San Diego number 10s for San Diego Wave and San Diego FC being the difference maker of their respective teams, and won it in San Jose on the same pitch. That's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. They need some sort of collaboration, like already, like
Kenza Dolly and Anders Dreyer.
Anyone.
Oh, you're right. They haven't.
Yeah, anyone.
I think Chuky went to a game, didn't he?
No, but I mean, like a little challenge. I get it's like halfway through the season, more than halfway, but do some sort of like challenge. That'd be cool seeing that.
I do. I kind of like when they do the double headers. They've done it previously for, I think Seattle and Portland have both done it, where you buy one ticket and you get to go to both games.
This weekend could have been a chance for that.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe, but then is the pitch worse if it happens on the same day? Or I mean, it was bad either way. But
we've seen that at the Gold Cup and Women's Gold Cup.
Oh yeah,
double headers. But at the end of the day, San Diego Wave were up to nothing, and in true San Diego Wave fashion, they somehow managed to give Bay FC hope and some life.
I won't just say, not necessarily give them hope, but give their fans another heart attack. Like San Diego Wave, just the sirens were probably going through it. First of all, just looking for parking in 3rd Avenue and the Lemon Festival. Congratulations to you that got it and earned it.
Yeah, no, that was wild. I will also say I knew Wave were going to win this game when after Bay FC scored this penalty, no one went to go grab the ball and take it to the middle. Like, you're still losing by 1 and there's only 15 minutes left. Like, that she should have ran up, grabbed that ball and put it right in the middle. Let's keep playing. But everyone just huddled up and said, yeah, we scored. Like, yeah, we cut the lead. Like, no, like,
yeah, a little bit too glad for yourself.
You're losing.
It was a great penalty, though.
Great penalty, yeah, 100%.
I don't think,
but you're still losing.
Send the message.
Like, that was better than most Anders Dreyer penalties this season.
For sure,
that's true, 100%.
That pisses me off so much seeing that from a pro team. Like, you're down still 1. I mean, it was Bay FC, so I'm like, yeah, go for it. Like, that's cool. I mean, if San Diego Wave win, it's a better press conference for us, and it's more fun, and proves my point right, where they're going to be a top 3 team by the end of the season. But that pisses me off. Like, dude, grab the ball, run it in the middle. You're losing.
Yeah,
and I mean, maybe they got lost in the moment. They're like, we still have plenty of time. There's probably going to be like 10 minutes added at the end, anyways. But San Diego Wave pull off this away win, and they hop to second on the table because it's impossible to reach first place now. Not mathematically, but Kansas City is just that good.
Well, it's crazy too because that's who they close out their season with is Kansas City. So like, there's the potential. It's like they go on a crazy run. Kansas City maybe stays where they are, and then they eventually catch them. But Kansas City is like too good, and they freaking added like the best player from Utah as well. Like I think Kansas City is a train that you kind of just got to get out of the way of.
There's 10 games left still in the season.
Yeah.
which is still a lot. I mean, teams can go on a run, but I don't see Kansas City going on a bad run at all.
No.
It's almost impossible, but I can see them pulling off a win in playoffs or in a championship. Like that could happen. That could go either way. But yeah, San Diego Wave are not top of the table, but technically, I guess if you don't count Kansas City. But Jonas Eideball post-match did say and set the record straight that it does not matter in this league where you're at on the table, because within 1 or 2 weeks, you can go from second all the way to like seventh.
Yeah, it's wild. It truly is wild because at the end of the day, look, Casey Stoney found out first chance. You can be first place all you want, but you're not going to win the league that way. That's not how you win in America. And so, I feel like Jonas Eideball, whether he may, the thing about Jonas Eideball and his coaching and his navigation through NWSL is that I can see it's almost more natural for him the way that Casey Stoney was fighting against it, where he's just like, yeah, this is kind of what I signed up for. Like, yeah, these are games back to back. I'm just gonna have to figure it out. Like we've asked him in post match, like, hey, like all this travel, like these different things, different aspects, like, yeah, they exist, and that's just he's just pragmatic like that. I'm just like, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've tried to ask him about things like momentum or like as other things that you think would have an impact or matter in sports, and like he takes like a similar but different take than I think like Mike Ivadas does, where he's like one game at a time, and then I think you have Jonas Eideball who also kind of says that, but at the same time he's like, we're developing something, and this is something that's like building, and they're truly like learning from every game, and they're kind of like taking the things that they messed up on, or especially I think from game to game, you can especially see that. Like last game, they had a horrible second half. This game, they came out, really wanted to score in the second half. So it's an interesting like side by side from two teams that are performing at a really high level, just how they go about their winning.
Yeah, he'll say like he'll believe in the project of it. Like Eideball believes in the project of it. Like, not saying Mikey Vadas doesn't, but like he's more outwards with saying like, yes, like this is how we're gonna move forward. Every game is a learning experience. We build on it. Like similar things to Mikey Vadas, but I think that like you said, like it's just that his answers are more big picture of like, hey, I'm looking at these 3 games, and you do hear that from Mikey Vadas, but more in training. Well, thoughts. Where he will say like, yeah, we're ending this phase of our season, right? What was it? 2 games ago in training is when he said, yeah, this is the start of the end phase for the season, and that's what we're hoping to see. Seeing Patty McNair return, he was going to go in for a negative, but for here, San Diego Wave in second place.
And we saw some minutes from both of their new players, which I was kind of surprised by. What you think?
I mean, I texted you all that. Oh, Dudiña probably won't play in this game anymore. I mean, they're up to nothing. You usually don't sub out like attacking players, and you kind of throw in some with help on the midfield or on the defensive end. But like he's still putting Dudiña out there, and she's fast. She can shoot. She can take the ball away. She can dribble. It was great to see what she had. But he also mentioned like, look, we barely had a full week of training session with Dudiña. Like now we're going to get another full week, and we're going to be able to see how she adapts. She doesn't even speak English, she said. She has a translator that's been great for them. But yeah, no, it's interesting because at the end of the day, I love this because soccer is its own language. And once you're on the field, if you understand each other, you understand each other. So we'll see if Dudiña is able to do that. I don't think she starts next week either, or this upcoming weekend. I think she comes off the bench again, depending on the score, maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later again. But I don't think she starts. I think kind of like his starting lineup is a little more set in stone already, where he'll still rotate a few pieces or players in their position, but they kind of like already solidified starters.
It's going to be really interesting to see how this end of the season for San Diego Wave develops, and hopefully they're ready. It seems like in the back more than anything is where they're more solidified into the middle. Kanzadali again, just give her the armband. Like Kaylin.
Yeah. I mean, it's happened where halfway through the season they just give the new player the armband. Like
it's happened before. There's precedent for this, but for me, preferentially, aesthetically, soccer tradition, the goalkeeper should not have the captain's
And then
armband to begin
And
with.
she's number
fundamentally.
10 too.
And
She's
your
number
center
10.
midfielder.
She's
like,
earned it. Like I get the stomp happens, and that's kind of like cool. And but
Caitlin has her podcast, and Kenza can have the armband.
yeah, I like that. Yeah, 100%.
I love that.
No,
They do it during the podcast.
I think
Here's the captain
I-
armband.
just
Wow,
to
wow.
I've
Putting on a
gone back
platter
and
for
forth
you all.
on it. You probably
I'll support you.
my ultimate opinion right now, I think, is that Kaylin should keep it just because of the history that she
Yeah,
has with
yeah.
the Wave and how important she's been to this team throughout the 4 years. Like she's like just such a necessary part of this team and its identity. And like if you're gonna retire Alex Morgan's number, at some point, I think you're gonna have to retire.
No,
Kaylin
you
Sheridan's
can't retire
number.
number one. What,
Dude. You can't
You
even.
cannot retire number one.
Who has had more impact on San Diego Wave, Kaylin Sheridan or Alex Morgan?
Alex Morgan.
You think so?
On the pitch?
Wave,
On the
wave?
pitch.
Oh,
On
on
the
the pitch.
pitch.
Sheridan. Sheridan.
Off the pitch, yeah, I would say
Off the
Morgan,
pitch and
but
brand wise, Alex Morgan,
no
like
shit, it's
over
Alex
anyone.
Morgan.
Yeah, like no shit. But on the pitch, yeah, I agree.
Just
Kaylin
retire
Sheridan,
the
but you don't
gloves.
retire number one.
Off the
Maybe.
pitch, it's Alex Morgan, Shannon McMillan.
And then Naomi Girma.
Yeah.
And then Landon Donovan.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's how dare you?
They should like
Hi Tony, nice
some
to hear
goalkeeper
your
gloves
voice
or
again. It's been a while. Hi Tony, nice to hear your voice again. It's been
Yeah, we get it. Ways.
No.
When are you gonna come out on his podcast? Ah, shit. No son compa.
I'm. You don't know if I'm not waiting to
Did
accept.
you guys see him in the?
his-
Have you guys been following the whole Pulisic thing and how he was like? They used him in
Yeah.
the document. Like what? You have quick thoughts on that? What do you think?
It's an honor. It's an
want
honor to be asked to play for the national team. It's
I'm
an
tired.
honor.
I wanted a break.
Then why become a professional to begin with?
Fuck off.
Like
Let's
let's talk about
it.
what if Santi Jimenez decided not to play in the Gold Cup? What would they be saying on Football Picante? Like just imagine.
It doesn't matter. Raúl Jiménez is better. That's what they would say.
El señorito, si no quiere jugar con México, pues que no,
Que no
juegue.
juegue. They said
que
the same
no
thing about
juegue.
Carlos Vela.
Está bien. Aquí no se necesitan a divas, no se necesitan estrellitas. Aquí tenemos a mexicanos que quieren estar aquí, compa. They wouldn't say compa. But
They said that about Carlos Vela. Si no quiere estar, que no esté.
It's just
Someone else will.
and then like for the crazy part is like now imagine Santi Jimenez talking crap about those legends. That's kind of what Pulisic and Tim Way have done now.
Es what Chicharito comes out and says. Quieres ser leyenda del fútbol americano, pero no quieres jugar para la selección. Interesante.
Oh. Yes, you can't retire those numbers. Yeah, I agree. You can't retire Sheridan.
Yeah, I mean you shouldn't.
Yeah, I was part
you
joking.
shouldn't retire numbers in soccer. Come on,
13.
that's stupid. That's such an American thing. And in that case, retire number 10 from Barcelona.
Yeah.
Messi.
Oh, okay.
Ronaldinho.
Yeah.
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 Who? Messi? Oh, you mean his master? Okay, cool.
Should have been to the same amount of times in prison.
Do you hang Anakin's Jedi robe? I don't believe so. Come on, like
You switch it out. for
I
Darth
mean,
Vader,
Luke,
bro.
sure, like, but what rafters? There's nobody to celebrate you at that point. But Yoda, you put Yoda's robes in the rafters,
Like
like
put Obi-Wan's.
you put Dumbledore's robes, wizard robes, and what are those called? The dresses that they wear to the Tri-Wizard tournament ball. They're
Gowns?
dress gowns. Yes, dress gown. Oh, thank you. Just Victor Crumb, greatest Quidditch player of all time. Nobody talks
The
about Victor
greatest
Crumb.
seeker of all
The
time.
greatest seeker and the greatest decline of a seeker. You never heard of him after.
Dude,
Like whatever
Yeah,
happened
no,
to him?
I mean,
Just
Hermione got the
terrible.
best about him.
Honestly,
That whole sport is
Hakimi?
stupid. Like,
Hermione Hakimi.
You're saying Quidditch is stupid?
dude, in that universe, he ended the World Cup game and they lost because he caught it like too early. Like he shouldn't have caught it. Like
That's
you
part-
read?
that's part
Have
of
you
the
guys read
Sorry,
the book?
sorry.
Like
Don't
The
score
night
an own
got
goal.
ruined by Death Eaters, dude. Come on.
no, that was after the game.
I know,
During
but
the
the night
game,
still got ruined.
Like they were down by 10, so he shouldn't have caught the thing before. Like he ended the game prematurely. His team lost. Like he caught the snitch, but his team lost.
Oh, so his team let Victor
did you
Crumb
read
down.
the-
Gotcha. Oh, I read them.
But
That one took me the
Wait,
longest to finish, but yeah.
like he.
I
Yeah,
thought
but
you
you
won
don't
if you
end the
catch. I
game.
thought you win if you catch the golden snitch.
No, you get like 150 points.
No,
then,
when you
so-
catch it, the game is over. Like
Yeah.
the game is over,
Yeah,
and
but
you
you
get
automatically.
150.
Yeah.
Nope, but you get points, but the game is over once that's caught. Like the
So they
catching
were
it
winning
signifies-
by like 100. The other team, Ireland or whatever, was winning like by 150 points, and then he like still caught it. Even like it was Harry Potter's dumb.
That's on the coach, man.
On the coach. Coach should have told him. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the fuck. Why are you blaming
There's
him?
like
He
a
just did
version-
his fucking job. He's a
Dude,
seeker.
we're just doing SanDiego.Punto Quidditch.
Punto Quidditch. SanDiego Punto Quidditch.
I'm sorry if none of you are Harry Potter nerds.
What happened to
but
the
that was a
wave?
great conversation. Sorry, Philippe. Yeah, well, let's go back to San Diego Wave. They
But-
won that game on the road and the Bay Area.
Yeah, second place. They're in like a great spot now to like keep playing really well and potentially fighting for. They're not fighting for first place, but they're fighting for staying in that second spot.
They're
right?
fighting for a home playoff match.
Yeah.
They're
That's
fighting
what
to
they're
stay
fighting.
in third place to prove Chiva wrong. All right.
Thank you, Wave. Appreciate you.
We also have just like we have the walking.
Surfing on this one.
Well, that's
Give it
cool.
away.
Well,
Sorry,
we'll
I
take it away.
guess.
Yeah,
No, go for it.
you're
No,
very you're eager beaver.
I'm just chatting
Eager
along. Go ahead.
beaver.
Continue.
You're a beaver. So let your beaverage go for you. Go for it.
I'll go.
That's
Good.
Abe.
Can you imagine if there was like a thing in soccer where like there's one player the whole time just not focused on the game at all and trying to catch like a ball that's like has nothing to do with the game? Like, would that make soccer more interesting? We're always trying to talk about like how do we make Americans care about soccer? Like, maybe that's how you do it.
I don't know, but
Make
I
it
love the
Quidditch.
new Premier League rule on the goalkeeper.
A corner kick.
Yep. I love that rule so much.
Yeah, no, I agree. Goalkeeper shouldn't have the ball that long.
Like,
Get rid of it.
I hope next season they just add it everywhere. Like,
Did you like Prem coming back this weekend? Did you have a good?
yeah, I was. I actually enjoyed
Guys.
how Manchester United played.
Yeah, we gotta
but
finish.
San
We
Diego
gotta finish
Wave,
talk about.
they have a game this Sunday against Racing Louisville, and like Tony was mentioning, we also have a bet on our predictions here. The loser for this one has to surf out in the
Ooh.
ocean and catch one wave. Which, by the way, by the end of the season is going to be November-ish, October, like November. Yeah.
Okay.
Which is going to be really cold. By
Sucks to be you. I think for that one we should move that one to the
No.
beginning of the season for
no.
before next
I don't
season.
think so. I
That's
don't
like
think
a
so.
health hazard.
It's
though.
yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
also,
What
like-
if the day I have to walk starts pouring rain?
The day he has to walk.
Wow.
He already
But
he's waving
rain
the
is
flag.
rain is different than like being in like 40-degree ocean.
Nah, hell no.
Ocean.
Uh,
where did we go?
ocean.
Or like what? Also, like what if there's
He has
the
become the ocean.
where is this wave surfing happening? Like our
Imperial IB.
that's like I refuse to.
Mátame. Mátame.
They do surf out there though, which is crazy. Like people don't care about some people don't care about
Yeah,
the
'cause
science.
it's all a
and they go-
myth. No, we would go to like PB or La Jolla.
To watch you surf.
Ape search, because right now I got this result on the dot. 2-1 win for San Diego Wave against Bay FC. You guys had a 2-0 win, so you guys get a point. Right now, Abe and I are tied at 9 points, and
Oh,
Tony,
shit.
you're at 12 points.
Wait, you're talking shit and we're tied?
Absolutely, because you have like a 5-point lead on me, dude.
I did. Okay.
Yeah, you started off pretty hot. So
Yeah, dude.
I'm not doing well.
Abe started the first 5 weeks
So I'm
on the
la-
dot. Like
I'm on last
predicting-
place right now.
No, you're in first place. You're 3 points
Oh.
ahead. You're pretty safe right now.
Cool, pretty safe for
But there's
Riskies.
10 games left in the season. Right now for this Louisville game, kind of like I like my prediction with San Diego FC. I don't think Wave pull off the win here, and they tie 1-1.
Well, contrary to the official website for the league, it is not a Torero Stadium because they have yet to figure that out. This
Maybe
will
they're
be
not allowed
This
to.
isn't Snapdragon Stadium. It's just a picture.
Why wouldn't they be allowed to?
Because never mind. I was trying to think about
No, like
something else.
I kind of thought I saw
like
where
USD
you're
versus
going.
and maybe Wave have a better relationship with USD than they do SDSU. You know.
Yeah.
But also,
Wait. Who has a good relationship with SDSU? South Beach.
The city.
No, we should take you to Black's Beach. Yeah.
You have to hike.
Desnudo?
Huh?
You have to hike
Right,
down.
really?
Not all of Black Beach is nude beach.
It's
Like,
not.
Yeah, see? Yeah. Well,
Maybe we should just
Black
do it in
Wave,
TJ.
yo.
Can we just do it in TJ?
It's
Dude, yeah.
probably cleaner.
To be honest, yeah. or
Rosadito.
how about this? You don't have to swim. You know how to swim?
Yeah.
Just do one lap from the Mexico side to the US side and fly out to Tijuana, bro.
See what happens.
One. That's it.
Wait, are you allowed to go from the US to the Mexico side?
No.
I know you
No.
can't come from the Mexico to
But
the US side,
it's also like 90% death rate.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't. There was a guy that did that cannonballed himself from the Mexican side over into the US side like in the 90s. Pretty dope.
Oh, is there a video of it? I gotta.
Would that guy have?
Are you questioning me right
No,
now?
I want to see. Like that sounds awesome.
Okay, while I look this up, San Diego Wave.
What do you think, for this one against Louisville?
I think I know you said tie. I don't think it's gonna be a tie. I don't think that Louisville has had the most complete roster this year. I'd probably give them a San Diego Wave take a 1-0 victory.
Tony, what do you think?
I think San Diego Wave will get another victory here. I'm looking for the border.
How much?
Canon video and other stuff is coming up with border. But I'll show it to you. It's what it is.
Yeah.
San Diego Wave will win 1-0.
I see your current right on here. You just copying Abe's prediction.
Am I really?
Yeah, for like 3 weeks in a row.
Honestly, I paid no attention to your number. So in order,
that's fair.
2-0. Make it 2-0. No, make it 2-0.
No, I'll make it 2-0. Actually.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh,
because
you can both
first
have
one.
2-0.
No best out of 3. Rock, paper, scissors, and shoot.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Abe gets 2-0.
Wait, what?
No, he wanted to.
No.
But you won.
Okay, so I
won.
You choose which one you want.
Who won the rock papers?
He
I
won the
won.
rock paper
Oh,
scissors. So you get to choose which one
You
you
don't know
want.
how good I am at rock, paper, scissors?
You want the
No la
1-0?
pelas, güey.
I'll take 1-0.
Okay, so then I get
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Not okay. Not okay.
I'm just kidding. Ready?
Not okay.
Bueno, pues.
Do
Come-
you
come
think
caca.
Dudinha will be a factor for these predictions? That's honestly helps me out. Maybe a late sub, Dudinha comes on, gets a wonder goal.
Some samba and some like
I don't think she scores in this one.
an X factor. I mean, sure. Like I want to talk to her post match. The interpreter will be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no need. Pataji. Pataji Dudinha.
I hope we get to see that. That'd be pretty cool.
Dudinha.
Is there anything else wave related that we are missing, gents?
No, I think
Playback says 1-0.
other
We met him the other day.
NWSL stuff. What?
Playback. We met him the other day.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
we
we
talked
did
about
mention
it
that?
on the.
Oh, I want to
Yeah.
talk about it again. It was so cool.
Shout out Playback.
Yeah.
Gotham's not having a great season. I'm just looking at all the NWSL teams. Gotham's not having the greatest of seasons, especially considering where they came in with their roster. Everyone thought they were going to be a lot better than they are. Portland been okay. Yeah, considering they don't have Sophia Wilson. Seattle is going to be a problem for Wave. I think that Wave plays Seattle again this year. In Seattle, that's going to be a tough match.
It'll be fine. That's in the future for San Diego Wave.
But yeah,
right
Racing
now,
Louisville right now, I think they'll be all right.
be there Sunday at 5 p.m. at Snapdragon
Sunday
Stadium.
match. Not a lot of Sunday.
Alyssa Nair scored the tying goal in the 90 with 9 minutes tonight.
Oh, that's pretty insane.
A little
actually.
insane. So much extra time. The game is lost, guys. We don't play 90 minutes anymore. Like, give me your best, give me your best 90 minutes out there. Doesn't cut it in modern soccer.
It doesn't.
All right.
But you know what does cut it in soccer?
What does cut it in soccer,
Our
sir?
last segment of the night: goals, gaffes, and grades. Did we press that at the same time?
We did press it at the same time. You press it. All right, goals, gaffes, and greats.
We got some goals. We got some greats, and we have some gaffes as well. Let's start out with our goal of the week.
All right, go for it. Goal of the week. I like little music in the background.
I do.
Cool.
I think we all had the same nominee. Not sure if you'll all agree, but I think the main nominee. Ready? Kenza Dali.
Yeah,
banger of a shot. That was the winning goal. Some people are saying Ingvartsen's header due to the pass, but remember, we're rating the goal, not the pass. Yeah. This is the goal of the week for sure.
On the combination, San Diego
Opening up
scores
the
again. You can sense
good men by NWSL too.
Excellent. Excellent job.
That's like I think you talked about this a lot. The goalkeeper just diving just to make it look better.
Yeah, that's one of them. There's
one of those.
like she didn't even take a step to her left. She just dove from that spot. She's like, there's no way. Like, there we go. She dives backwards.
By the way, I didn't see this until I looked it up right now. Yeah, 2 hours ago.
As of according to who?
ESPN.
Really?
And not official, but in advanced talks. No, this was Cesar Hernandez.
Cesar Hernandez.
I think you can pause the music right now, Tony. Yeah, Cesar Hernandez. Article 2-3 hours ago on ESPN. Source: Lisbeth Ovalle in advanced talks to join NWSL.
I call him.
It was late. I did.
And this would break a record transfer fee as well for 1.5 million. Yeah,
That's
it could be the deal could be as high as $2 million.
damn. That's crazy.
Naomi Grandma who?
I can see it though. Like Lisbeth Ovalle, Jackie Ovalle is freaking phenomenal.
La Maga.
And as like kind of as like the replacement for Marta too.
I mean, by the way, Naomi Girma's not the record anymore of the transfer fee. It's Caesar noticed it on here last month. Canadian international Olivia Smith signed for Arsenal.
Okay.
For a £1 million, currently $1.34 million transfer fee. So records on records. Naomi Girma, trendsetter.
Stealing the thunder, I agree. Those gaps and greats.
They seem like friends though. From all the videos I've seen, they seem like they're having fun. But yeah, it's hard to have that many stars and ridiculous.
Yeah, but I mean, thank you, Caesar, for that awesome interruption or breaking news.
Maybe we should have him on next week.
I'm down.
We should.
We'll ask him.
But yeah, Ken Sadali unanimously wins goal of the week. Yeah. Like that.
Perfectly placed. Nothing Silkowitz can do.
And now, I think it's fair to move on to our grade of the week. I don't know if this is unanimously. I think Tony and I agreed. Abe, I don't know if you agree here. Marcos Ingvartsen as the grade of the week.
Yeah, he coming back from injury and like still performing really well. Sometimes there's always a worry, especially with the striker coming back from injury or starting the season. When they don't score for a while, they start to maybe like get a little bit of the yips. They start pressing. They're like really trying to get that goal, but to get it this early in his return is gonna be huge, I think, for his confidence and for him for the rest of the season.
Yeah, no, and then he also gets the assist, right? Like he comes in and is the difference maker. Like he scores a great header. He gives a great pass for Anders Dreyer to be one-on-one against the keeper. He's gonna score that 9 out of 10 times probably. Tony, your thoughts on Anders Dreyer as the Marcos Ingvartsen as the grade of the week?
He deserves it. Like honestly, he was just sitting on the side, sitting on his hands this entire time, and that's one player where they got him for a reason. Like,
and a lot of players and Mikey have spoken about his leadership.
Yes, off the field leadership and like literally off the field because he wasn't playing, and so to Craig's point, like I think in the transfer window the biggest win wasn't anybody incoming; it's just who was returning, and Marcos Ingvartsen was certainly on there. Just an incredible player, getting the assist, like you mentioned, Chiva. Just the foresight to know that. Like, I thought it was
connection.
I thought it was Yepes first off with that video.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was Yepes.
Like, oh, of course, because Yepes did that earlier.
Dreyer might be in to put San Diego ahead. Dreyer scores. They've turned it around.
Shout out to Marcos Ingvartsen as SanDiego.Futbol.
Honorable mention for grade of the week is also Anders Dreyer, especially adding this celebration to
top it off at the end. The Camino Real Trophy needs to make an appearance on the SanDiego.Futbol. Sure, we'll house it here for a weekend, just like I returned it.
Wow.
I returned the trophy.
Tony,
That
That's
Team
the
Black
things.
rightfully won, right?
Team Black stole that from me, from my hand. You people gave it to them.
Tony will return the trophy. But yeah, Marcus Ingvartsen gets our grade of the week. Perfectly so, if you ask me.
Well.
You know, had a
Now-
good call. If you find Brandon Ambris on Instagram, they do the Spanish radio broadcast for SanDiego FC. He had a really good call of the goal.
Nah.
Let's see if
You guys can go search it out for
yeah,
yourself.
search it out.
but
Shout out to
it's-
Pony, Amor, Brandon, anyone that hops on that Spanish broadcast. They're killing it every weekend, especially at Snapdragon Stadium as well. Now to move on to our gaff of the week.
Well,
We
this
have a
one's
great gaff, Tony.
a great gap.
Great gaff.
Absolutely. Hey, all right. Enjoying CJ with the ball at the feet. Okay, all right. Little stutter step. Great. You got him. No, you don't. You lose possession. Give it to one of the most lethal strikers in MLS history, Yusuf Martinez, and then you hang from the crossbar because you know you fucked up.
Is this like
Yeah.
maybe the mask is messing with the peripheral? He didn't
No.
realize how close he was.
No,
Peripheral.
It's
It's,
just-
Because-
it's directly in front of him.
Because on
The player
Thursday,
came directly in front of him.
also on Thursday, he did say that, you know what, the mask, he barely even notices it. It's molded to his face. They even cut out more than they normally do on the edges, so he has a better peripheral. And those were his words exactly. So the mask is nothing to blame here for CJ. Just saying.
Just
Just reporting.
Yeah.
Just take the penalty.
Great
man.
reporting.
Just
and
take
thank
the
you for that.
just take the
because
penalty.
that's-
Just take somebody's legs off. Like right there, studs to kneecap. Like you've embarrassed yourself enough in this play. They ended up winning again. Like they ended up
Yeah.
winning. Like none of this matters.
You know,
And
there's a goalkeeper in SanDiego FC that is used to playing in a style where the goalkeeper is very good with their feet, or has to be very good with their feet. Just saying. And I've heard SDFC allows chances. Age is not a factor. Like it's just performance. They encourage the youth.
I
Could you imagine
I can
a
see-
back line with including the goalkeeper that's under 21?
can see Marcus Duranford getting a minute
That'd be cool.
at least this season.
I mean,
Minute.
A minute?
A minute.
There's not going to be a substitution unless it's a red card or an injury like that. They're not going to sub out a goalkeeper at any
No,
point.
they won't. But
At least
I
a
do
minute.
think, like,
Yeah.
let's say they clinch playoff spot, and then maybe the Supporters Shield is out of reach. Then yeah, I could definitely see Durant getting. Or even, how about the Cholos match? I think I'd say for sure he's gonna get some minutes.
That's not MLS minutes.
I never said it once.
Okay. But
Damn. But yeah,
Is that what you're thinking of? That Cholos match?
No.
That's
Yeah.
that's such a cool story too. Like him from San Diego playing against Cholos. Like,
CJ. Like I can tell you, like this entire play, like it's right in front of you, man. Like he's coming at you. Like I guess maybe the light.
Nah, he timed that. It's just a mistake. I mean, he's
Yeah.
24. He's going to learn from it. Like,
Yeah.
be positive about it. Like, goalkeepers make mistakes. Like, that's fine. It
No, we don't.
happens. Yeah, you do.
That's the
And-
defense fault for not getting open.
That's
for
the
not getting open
Yeah.
quick enough.
Yeah.
It's the
Manu
defense
Dua,
fault.
why
Let me
didn't you
hold the ball for
head that away?
10,000 seconds here. Nobody's going to pressure me. That's it. Yeah, that's our gaff of the week, along with PayPal Park, because that stadium, the grass, the pitch was ridiculous. It
What'd you
was
expect?
terrible.
What'd you expect from
Bay
the
Area?
city of San Jose?
Yeah, no, I know.
It's earlier I said San Diego West, the
Póngale
west of San
frijoles
Diego.
para llenar los hoyos.
West of it's San Francisco. Excuse me, San Jose is Fresno West. There you
Okay.
The Fresno's
Um,
better.
go. Some would say
Just the
It's all the Bay Area. Technically, it's weird.
California's armpit. Absolutely.
Wow.
I have very strong feelings
You
about
don't like the Bay Area?
anything that's not Southern California. Yes.
Mm,
I heard Alex
interesting.
Pena earlier drop a
Yosemite?
heck. Yosemite is federal land, so it doesn't count.
Mm.
That almost exists outside. Yeah. Yeah, actually. I heard Alex Pena earlier say hecka, and I almost went through the screen and just
That's
did
Bay
some
Area slang, huh?
did some re-education.
Yeah, because
Um,
here in SoCal we say hella.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. All right. Well,
I didn't realize I had a Southern California accent until when you move away from Southern California, you realize how much things you say where you're like, oh, I sound like a
Oh, like you sound way fucking cooler. Yeah, I agree.
is this true?
little bit.
What?
It is true, yes.
Fuck.
The NWSL championship is in San Jose.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of awesome.
Hey, we should go.
Yeah, because Wave will
genuinely-
be facing Kansas City up there.
I genuinely would make
We?
that trip. Honestly, not even
Wave.
if Wave
Oh.
aren't in the championship. I think it's like the week before Thanksgiving, so it could work out for us to make a trip up to San Jose and
Híjoles.
cover that NWSL championship.
Yeah, all Mexican food is better here. There's nothing that people can convince me that's north of Irvine, California. Not including Irvine, California. The rest of California kind of blows.
LA has good Mexican food.
They have great food trucks.
Okay, that's fine. All the
Like-
people who came into California, not California.
I
itself.
think I would stop at LA. Like even Bakersfield, there's real Mexicans in Bakersfield, so Mexican food's gonna be good.
So you know how
that far north.
So you know how I said that Fresno and that area is just the
to you,
the armpit?
Bakersfield is basically
No, Bakersfield and Delano is California's anus. So there you go.
wow.
I'm very strong feelings. Very
Okay.
strong.
Interesting.
A meth wouldn't do meth from Delano. Stockton? Stockton?
Oh, Stockton's ghetto.
Stockton's like
is
that's way more north.
Oh, God bless Stockton. Like Fresno?
Nate Diaz.
I hate.
Oh,
Victorville.
Dallas
you're backing up.
Brayden?
You're backing up Nate Diaz, and everything stands for it right now.
No,
Is
what's up?
okay.
Is something
I
bad
hate
happening with Nate Diaz? Oh
Victorville,
shit.
I
Dallas
just have
Braden's pitcher.
There's
Aaron
again,
Judge, I think, technically from Fresno or Stockton.
kind of how again. Like, I mean, please, nobody's defending Fresno. Nobody's defending anything.
Yeah.
Like, we had a coworker from Fresno and drove her away. Actually, we had to move back.
I know people from Victorville, and I hate Victorville.
Oh,
How do you feel about Sacramento? Yeah, this is the question.
Sacramento.
I almost went to school over there.
Sac
State?
Yeah.
There's I respect the cows in Sacramento over just who decides to live there.
of Sacramento.
Who chooses to live there. It's why?
That's the
It's
reason why I
it's-
didn't go. Over
It's a
there.
bus stop of a capital, of a state capital.
Yeah.
Like, I will give this, Fresno has one specific bathroom stall in its airport that's passable.
Ah, that's cool.
And that's
Fresno Airport does not sound nice.
and that's the best quality of that entire region.
Airport,
That stall.
one airport.
That's
stall.
that's stall. That's stall. After I'm done with it.
I spent some time at the Oakland airport. It wasn't too bad.
I'm sure Napa Valley.
You know what?
Nice.
Oakland's all right. Oh,
You don't
I'm
think
all right with Oakland.
Napa Valley would be nice?
Napa Valley
Valley
and
sounds nice.
just the pretentious land stealing folk out there. Okay.
Whoa. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Speaking of land stealing, do you
Yeah,
guys like the
SanDiego
El
is
Camino Real name for?
I think
for
it's
the
so
thing?
stupid. It gives me like trying to force a rivalry and something like that happening. Like,
Do you think there should be like a California Cup or something like with all four of these
No,
teams?
It means nothing. I guess it's for
Soon.
fun, bragging rights, but I think all that's stupid. But
Well, you know, it'd be cool if they at the Coachella Valley Invitational, it was only the California teams. Maybe that's how you make it like cool. It's like, all right, it's LA Galaxy, SanDiego FC, LAFC, San Jose. Then maybe you can add one more team, and then just make it all these like West Coast teams. We're the only ones that are allowed here. Like, don't let New York come play at Coachella. Like, this is California's cool
Mhm.
area. Like, they don't let the East Coast teams come and take over the beautiful summer and use the preseason here in California.
Tony, what's your take on Palm Springs? Oh, you mean California's Florida? Gotcha.
Whoa, that's kind of true.
I like Palm Springs.
keep it coming. Like literally,
Palm
like
Springs is cool.
He's got something. for
San Diego can do no wrong.
El Centro.
Oh, El Centro, you mean what makes Calexico look like a paradise? Got it. And Calexico, you mean the way that people decided to get tax breaks for land out there and just emigrate from Mexicali? All right. The afterbirth of the people who built the trains in America, then we kick them out into Mexicali and make them live in tunnels because it's so hot out there. Great.
You know, people from
Terrible.
like Northern California probably like come down to South Bay or whatever, and they're like, "Fuck, National City."
National City. Wait, you can't go in the beach? You can't go to the beach?
Yeah, you
here?
can. There's Pepper Park. You can take a swim next to some industrial boats.
You can't even get in the water at J Street Marina. What?
That's Chula Vista, bro. That's your
Yeah,
your thing.
yeah,
That's your thing. I'm so sorry. Whoa, all right.
Cabrón, arre.
Drew Carey.
Hey, his days at the Price is Right are numbered. So he's joining us here. Shout out to you, and I love your work on Whose Line Is It Anyway and the Drew Carey Show.
All right, gentlemen. Is there,
yeah,
like that was goals, gaps, and grades. Is there anything else to bring up in this fun episode? We're 10 episodes away from 300. And I think we should maybe plan something special for
I'm
that.
down for that.
Okay. Sounds cool.
Okay, sounds cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who joined us through here. I can't tell you how appreciative I am of having this space and people who want to go ahead and talk soccer and let it be in the comments. Thank you for the engagement with each other. Go at each other's throats in a respectful way. I love it. Tortas o burritos, and burritos, the little ones, not this abomination of. I mean, it's great. These forearm burrito
Si
culture.
me dices que prefieres un Cali burrito o una torta.
Tortas Johnny from the border.
Oof.
I think it's easier to mess up a torta than it is to like you can have a bad torta, but you're not often gonna have a bad. Like I've had some bad tortas.
I've had some bad burritos.
Yeah, Philip, we're gonna do something live. Don't worry, we're on
yeah.
there. Kind of sounded stripper. Whoa, for 3 of the hundreds. All right, you're paying, and you have to get the permission slip signed by my girl. So enjoy that. How do we pitch that to our girls?
I would not even.
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll dress up. We'll be fine. We'll be having a good time.
Everyone, have a good night.
Bye.